Rashida just let it all out, and it's worse than anyone expected. She didn't just sit down for a casual interview. She sat down for a war declaration in lip gloss and leather. In a new, now viral clip, Rashida confirmed that Kirk Frost not only threatened to divorce her, but allegedly proposed to Jasmine, the same woman who had his child while he was still married to Rashida, and lying to her face about it. Wait, let that sink in. Not just cheating. Not just a secret baby. A whole proposal behind her back. According to Rashida, he told me, "I'll walk away. I'll go build with someone who listens." I asked him, "You mean Jasmine?" He said nothing. Silence speaks. And now Rashida's talking. Rashida's tired. Rashida might be done. Because this ain't a rough patch anymore. This is emotional blackmail with a ring attached. To understand the level of disrespect Kirk Frost just displayed, we have to go way back to when Rashida and Kirk were still Atlanta's power couple. Fashion boutiques, reality show, fame, matching chains, family photo shoots, and secrets. Because while Rashida was building their legacy, Kirk was building a second story, one Rashida never agreed to. The marriage that survived everything. Until Rashida and Kirk have been together for over 20 years. They've survived infidelity, rumors, financial setbacks, public embarrassment, one of the most humiliating cheating scandals in love and hip-hop history. Remember when Kirk was caught cheating during Rashida's pregnancy? And fans thought it couldn't get worse. Enter Jasmine, a young woman who came out of nowhere, pregnant, emotional, and claiming Kirk was her baby's father. Kirk denied it. Rashida was blindsided. Fans were speechless. And then the paternity test came back. Kirk was the father. Rashida didn't scream. She didn't throw shoes. She did what real women do. She stayed calm and shattered quietly. The Jasmine, ERA Jasmine, Washington, young, bold. And at the center of Atlanta's biggest love triangle wasn't just a fling. According to multiple sources, she and Kirk had been seeing each other for months, maybe longer. They had secret meetups, private gifts, and even overnights in the condo Kirk paid for. Rashida was the queen, but Jasmine, she was the unspoken side chick with a baby. And leverage. And when the truth dropped, Rashida still stayed. For her family. For her sons. For what they built. The divorce threat started long ago. What Rashida just revealed in her sit-down is that Kirk has been threatening divorce for years. Quietly. Not because he was unhappy, but because every time Rashida demanded accountability, he tried to flip the script. She said, "I would ask him simple questions. Where were you? Why is this girl calling you again?" And his response would be, "You always nagging. Maybe I need a woman who don't press me like this." And when she asked if he meant Jasmine, Kirk said, "At least she listens. At least she listens." That's not just disrespect. That's spiritual warfare. The secret proposal, "Are you Omar now?" Here's where things get nuclear. According to one of Jasmine's close friends, Kirk allegedly bought Jasmine a ring, a promise ring, but in his own words, "It's a stand-in until things clear up on my side." Clear up? Sir, you're married. This promise ring allegedly came with a private conversation. "If things with Rashida fall apart, you'll be the first person I come to. I won't be alone." She wasn't a fling. She was a contingency plan. And Rashida. She only found out about the proposal last year. Rashida's slow burn reaction. Rashida told her confidants she felt like, "I was plan A, but he had a whole plan B. Waiting in the wings with a baby and a backup love story." And even worse, Kirk was still living under her roof. Still filming happy scenes. Still holding her hand at red carpets. While holding secrets the entire time, the internet connected. The DOTS fans started noticing weird patterns. Kirk was liking Jasmine's photos again. He was seen in the same spots Jasmine checked into, and Rashida started posting cryptic quotes. Like, "Sometimes you gotta love yourself enough to let go of what keeps hurting you. I'm not hard to love. I'm hard to fool twice." The explosion was inevitable now, after years of quiet tolerance, public image, and private heartbreak. Rashida is done. And the minute she mentioned that divorce threats weren't one-time things, they were part of Kirk's control. Tactics. Fans snapped. One wrote, "She stayed and held it down for years, and he threatened to replace her with his mistress." Another said, "Rashida ain't weak. She's just been too strong for too long." The room was quiet, too quiet, until Rashida's voice cut through the tension like a knife. "I need to know if it's true." She looked Kirk in the eye. No makeup glam, no production smiles. Just a woman, a wife, a mother, staring down the man who may have built a future without her. The confrontation caught on camera. Think cut it happened during filming for Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. Producers didn't expect it. They thought they were capturing a calm check-in. Scene. Instead, they got an explosion. Rashida sat across from Kirk. She had her phone in her hand, a screenshot of a text allegedly from Jasmine to one of her friends. He said if things don't work out with her, I'm next in line, lol. She slid the phone across the table. "So, is that your plan? I mess up one more time and you just replace me." Kirk looked caught, not guilty, exposed. Kirk's weak defense, he didn't deny it. "Not really, man. I said a lot of things back then. I was under pressure. I didn't mean it like that. But Rashida, she wasn't here for backpedaling. You proposed to her, Kirk. Even if it was just a promise ring, you made a promise. While I was sitting at home trying to keep us together, Kirk tried to talk circles. Blame stress, say Jasmine. Misunderstood." But Rashida cut him off. "No, the only one who misunderstood was me for thinking you ever saw me as your forever." The production panicked. Suddenly, Rashida stood up. The crew paused. No one knew what to do. She looked right at the camera and said, "Cut this. I'm not giving y'all another storyline built on my pain." And she walked off set. Producers were left stunned. Kirk just sat there, silent, sweating, shaking his head. It was the first time in LHHA Hell history that a main cast member walked out mid-confrontation and refused to come back. Jasmine reacts with shady IG comment, and then Jasmine, the storm cloud that never disappears, posted a suspiciously timed Instagram story, a selfie, soft lighting. Caption, "Sometimes the trash takes itself out." Fans immediately connected the dots. She's talking about Rashida walking away. She really thinks she won. Kirk really gassed her up like she had wife potential. The comment section blew up. "You had a baby with a married man and think that's a flex. Sis, he proposed to you? After cheating on you too. Congrats. You'll never be Rashida. Let that go. Let that go." Leaked text messages make it worse, as if things couldn't spiral further. A blog leaked alleged messages from Kirk to Jasmine. "If she walks, you already know where I'll be. You always held me down in a different way. Different way." So now Jasmine is the prize. Rashida's voice memo to a friend goes viral. One of Rashida's closest friends allegedly off-camera leaked a private voice memo Rashida sent the night of the confrontation. In it, she's crying, broken, but clear. "He played me like I was the side chick and made this side chick feel like the queen. I don't think I can ever forgive this. I don't even know who I married anymore." The memo hit Shade Room on-site, gossip of the city, and went viral. The first major twist, Kirk's backup. Plan EXPO CDNX stylist, who used to work with Jasmine, exposed even more. Kirk allegedly opened a separate business account with Jasmine's name on it in 2021. A cash-based small side hustle for when things get tight. Wait, what? So he had Rashida building fashion empires while secretly launching a side hustle with a side chick. This wasn't cheating. This was premeditated replacement. Fans now believe Kirk was emotionally manipulating Rashida, keeping Jasmine on standby and preparing an exit plan without ever leaving one. Comment hit it best. This man had a plan B, C, and D. Rashida was just the stability until the switch up. Cliffhanger. VH1 at a breaking point, and now VH1 is in full panic mode. Insiders say Rashida refused to film for 2 weeks. Kirk is on thin ice with producers. The reunion taping is in jeopardy, and there's a real chance Rashida might quit the show altogether. One producer allegedly begged her, "You are the show. Don't let this man break your brand." Her response, "You already did. It's been 72 hours since Rashida walked off set." And in that short time, everything changed. Because Kirk didn't just lie. He didn't just propose. He signed something. Years ago, that might destroy him now. The marriage clause that could end it, all sources close to Rashida's legal team revealed this shocker. When they renewed their vows in 2015, they signed a post-nup agreement. It had one major clause. If Kirk ever emotionally damages the family or disrespects the union through repeated infidelity, Rashida gets full ownership of all joint business assets and the Frost name. WAIT. What? Yes, Rashida owns Prest, their clothing brand. But under this clause, she gets 100% control of all properties, investments, and branding deals under Frost Enterprises. The moment Kirk proposed to Jasmine, even unofficially, he activated the clause, and Rashida's lawyers already filed the trigger notice. Jasmine's secret recordings lay Kane. Now, here's where it gets nuclear. Late last night, a mystery clip surfaced on a small YouTube gossip channel. It's audio, crackly, but clear enough. It's Kirk's voice allegedly telling Jasmine, "She don't even love me like you do. She just wants to own everything. With you, I feel like a man again. Let me figure stuff out and I'll come to you for real." Jasmine had been recording him for months. Insiders say she had over 12 clips of late-night calls, secret meets, and even cash drop-offs from Kirk. And now, she's reportedly shopping them to media outlets. Fans react. Rashida was married to a stranger. The internet went into emotional freefall. Twitter/X lit up. She built an empire with him while he was building an escape hatch. This isn't cheating. This is corporate-level betrayal. Kirk didn't just disrespect her, he weaponized her love. The one phone call that changed it, all sources say Rashida called Jasmine, not to scream, not to drag. To end it. A source leaked details. She said, "You can keep him, but he's coming with nothing. I'm keeping the name, the brand, the peace, and my dignity." Jasmine sounded shocked, like she realized for the first time Rashida wasn't in a love triangle, Swizz in a game of chess. And she just said, "Checkmate." Kirk's first public appearance, and it's awkward. Kirk was scheduled to appear at a club event in Atlanta. He showed up alone. No Rashida. No ring. Witnesses say he looked tired, tense, and avoided every question about Jasmine. But when someone yelled, "Where's your wife?" said, "I'm figuring things out." Sir, the internet already figured it out for you. VH1's emergency meeting with Rashida refusing to film, and the story blowing up online. VH1 producers held an emergency Zoom meeting. Sources claim Kirk may be suspended from promotional duties. VH1 is considering offering Rashida her own docuseries, and cast members are being warned not to side publicly with either party until the reunion airs. But Rashida's already 10 steps ahead. She's shopping a book deal titled "The Strength in Walking Away: My Truth, My Brand, My Freedom," and it's reportedly getting interest from 3 major publishers. Rashida's quiet boxy posted one photo. No caption. A photo of her office desk, laptop open, legal files stacked, a pressed logo in the corner. Zoom in. It's a sticky note that reads, "Secure the future. Leave the past." Fans went wild. She's not crying. She's building. Sis really said, "You can have the man. I'll take the empire." That's not a wife. That's a CEO. What happens now? Kirk's legal team has reportedly requested mediation. Jasmine's lawyer, yes, she has one now, is reviewing options, and Rashida already booked a 3-part sit-down with a major network. It's being called Rashida Reset, and promises no cameras, just truth. She's reclaiming her story, not through screaming, but strategy. The internet has spoken, and Kirk Frost is done. Gone are the, "oh, he just messed up" excuses. Gone is the benefit of the doubt. This is scorched earth karma, and fans are eating it up. And Rashida, it's not just surviving, it's being crowned. Social media outraghiet Twitter X blew up the second Jasmine's recording surfaced. Hashtag Protect Rashida started trending in under an hour. By the end of the day, hashtag Kirk Frost canceled had over 300,000 posts. Rashida stayed after cheating, humiliation, and a secret baby, and this is how he repays her. He built an exit strategy while she was fighting for the marriage. That's not love, that's sabotage. Fan edits flooded TikTok and Reels. Old clips of Rashida wiping tears set to Beyoncé's "Sorry Jasmine" looking smug set to toxic. Audio Kirk's awkward apologies mashed up with clown music. One TikTok caption hit over 2.3 million views. He married a boss and tried to turn her into a background character. Not today. Celebrity reactions, pouring Cardi B. Never won too. Hold her tongue, jumped on IG Live. Y'all be out here embarrassing real women for what? For side chicks who record you on Boost Mobile? Kick Palmer retweeted Rashida's sticky note pic and added, "Build, protect, repeat." I love to see a woman bounce back like that. Lala Anthony commented on Rashida's photo. "Boss, period." Even Nicki Minaj during a Q&A on Twitter Spaces mentioned, "These men out here building plan Bs and forgetting the queens who built them up." Rashida bend that one. Kirk's industry reputation takes a major hit behind the scenes. Brand is bleeding out. Sources close to Love and Hip Hop say. Sponsors for Kirk's merch line have cut teases. Side label deal was put on pause indefinitely, and his Frost House real estate investment collab has stopped posting entirely. The most chilling statement came from a brand manager. "We can't work with someone who built an image on family and then tried to replace his wife like a spare part." Oof. Oof. VH1 Under Pressure fans are now turning their attention to VH1.A. Petition to have Kirk removed from the show hit 95,000 plus signatures in less than 48 hours. The title, "Stop Giving Abusers Airtime. Protect Women Like Rashida." It's being shared by feminist orgs, domestic emotional abuse advocates, and even former VH1 cast members. Producers haven't commented publicly yet, but sources say they're urgently reviewing his future on the series. One insider leaked, "This isn't just cheating. This is emotional warfare and manipulation over years. Fans are saying enough is enough, and VH1's listening." Cast members take sides. Carly Red in a shady live. "You ever watch somebody be loyal to a snake and wonder why she keeps getting bit? Well, she done now." Spice commented, "If loyalty was a woman, it was Rashida. And if disrespect was a man." She didn't finish the sentence. She didn't have to. Even young Jock, usually silent on messy drama, said on air, "We clown these women for leaving, but we should be clowning the men who put M in that position." Rashida's brand SKYROCKT sand while Kirk fumbles. Rashida's glow up is going global. In the last 3 days, Pressed ATL's online orders have doubled. Rashida's follower count jumped by 400,000 plus. She's reportedly been offered a Bet digital docuserie sand. She's being invited to speak at women's empowerment conferences. Her post with the Secure the Future sticky note now has over 2 million likes and 150K plus shares. The world isn't just watching her rise. They're cheering it on. Fan reactions that some IT up. Kirk thought she'd never leave. She left and took the building with her. This ain't heartbreak. This is a soft launch into Rashida's billionaire era. We've been watching her in pain for years. Now we're watching her in power. Just when it felt like Rashida had won, Jasmine struck back. Not with shade, not with subtweets, but with receipts. A mysterious IG story from Jasmine went live at 2am. No face, just audio. Her voice says, "Everybody calling me the problem. But what if the queen y'all defend had her own dirt, and I've got the proof? Then silence. Cut to black. Caption, let's tell the whole truth. And boom, everything changed. The alleged side affair Rashida covered up within hours. A blog uploaded a 2019 NDA agreement allegedly signed by Rashida and a woman named Tiffany, a boutique employee who claimed she'd had a brief emotional relationship with Kirk, and Rashida confronted her in private, not on camera. The NDA was reportedly signed in exchange for $5,000 and silence. One blog's headline screamed, Rashida paid to bury one of Kirk's side women in 2019. For real? That means Rashida didn't just stay, she managed the damage, silently, strategically. And maybe, just maybe, she wasn't staying out of love. She was staying in control. Jasmine posts more evidence. Then came the screenshots. Jasmine posted and deleted an old DM from Kirk to her that read, she knows, she just don't want it out. It's always been business first. Right? Then the photo, a blurry pic of Rashida and Tiffany at a private brunch. No cameras, no cast, with the caption, damage control. They met. Ask her why. Fans went feral. So Rashida been hiding cheating scandals? Was she building an empire or covering for a brand? This ain't love. This is PR. Rashida's team responds kinda just hours later. Rashida's PR team issued a vague statement. There are moments in any long relationship where private issues are handled privately. What matters is growth, accountability, and transparency going forward. No denial, no confirmation, just smoke. And fans want fire. Kirk's reaction, panic mode activated. Now here's the wild part. Kirk is trying to spin this as proof. Rashida knew what she signed up for. Sources say he's telling people she always knew about the other women. We handled things together. Oh, so now she's the co-pilot in your plane crash. Sir, sit down. The real cliffhanger, and just when fans thought this was the climax, a new leak dropped. Alleged footage from a producer's hard drive never aired, showing Kirk telling a crew member in 2021, I know she'll never leave me. Not for real. This brand is built on Rashida and Kirk. She needs me just like I need her. So this whole marriage was a strategy, a storyline, a business contract. Now the fanbase is split. Some say Rashida was a boss making power moves in silence. Others say she manipulated the audience for sympathy, and the rest. They're just waiting for someone to break and go live. To be continued. This ain't over, not by a long shot. Not when Jasmine's promising a sit-down of her own. Not when Rashida's memoir might skip over her own dirt. And not when Kirk is still running around like he's the victim of his own scandal. This isn't just a marriage collapse. This is an empire going up in flames with the cameras still rolling. Woo! We told you this wasn't just another reality TV drama. This was a demolition of trust, loyalty, and love on screen. And the ashes are still burning. Now we want to hear from you. The real ones watching this play out in real time. Was Rashida just protecting her brand? Or was she hiding behind it? Should Kirk be permanently removed from the show? Do you believe Jasmine is telling the full truth? Or is this just clout chasing gone nuclear? Is this the end of Rashida and Kirk? Or a rebrand in disguise? Jump in the comments right now and let us know. Team Rashida, Team Jasmine, or Team They All Need Therapy. Don't hold back, we're reading every single word. Hit that like button if you think Rashida deserves better. Subscribe because this story is far from over. Coming up next, Jasmine's rumored lawsuit, Kirk's secret second, apartment scandal, and Rashida's surprise collaboration with a major list celeb who's been quietly watching this unfold. So if you thought this chapter was wild, just wait, because the next episode will break the internet.
For us.
That